What's up, everyone? Welcome into another Game Day update. I'm Kelcey. I'm joined today by Cayleigh Griffin in Houston. And now, all month long, we are celebrating women, but especially today in Houston because Cayleigh is calling the game today. Cayleigh, this is your first NBA game that you are on the analyst seat, yes?
Yes, this is my first game. I am so excited. It's going to be an exciting matchup. Two teams with a lot of young talent. But yeah, we are celebrating International Women's Day a little bit early in our arena because we do not have a game on the actual day. So I'm very excited and really looking forward to calling the game tonight.
I'm just going to take 1 second because I know people are here for the preview, but take 1 second to just say how proud I am of you. And I'm so excited. And although I want people to tune into Bally Sports Southeast, I'm so excited for your broadcast as well. So let's get into the preview. Let me set the stage and then we'll get to our questions. So the stage is set. The Grizzlies are coming off a big win over Orlando last night here in Memphis. The Houston Rockets, on the other hand, are 12 straight losses, looking to kind of get back into that win column. I think when I look at these two teams, Cayleigh, it is the rebounds that are kind of like the biggest discrepancy. It's the Grizzlies who lead the league. It's the Houston Rockets who are 28th. However, the last time these two teams played each other, the Houston Rockets out-rebounded the Grizzlies. They outscored the Grizzlies in the paint, which is another thing the Grizzlies do so well. So when you're coming into the third game with these two teams this season, what do the Houston Rockets need to do?
For the Rockets, it starts on the defensive end, and that's where they have struggled all season long. They've continued to look to improve, but I think points in the paint is going to be the area of major concern. Obviously, Ja Morant leads all players in the NBA in points in the paint, and the next 11 players behind him are all forwards or centers. So that is just a huge discrepancy right there. The Rockets have to do a better job of clogging the paint, but also be aware of Steven Adams, who dominates the offensive glass. So the Rockets are going to have their hands full when it comes to the defensive end. But things are starting to come together. They're looking to end a 5-game streak of losses at home. Ironically, the last time they lost to the Grizzlies, they were handed their 12th straight loss. So now they're on a 12-game losing streak. So looking to end that here tonight, but it's no easy. They have had a really difficult time on back-to-backs. It's the first game of a back-to-back for the Rockets. They then fly to Miami after this game. So Rockets definitely going to have their hands full, but I think all eyes are on how they try to slow down Ja Morant and allowing him to not necessarily get into those driving lanes in the paint where he can either finish himself, have Steven Adams clean it up, or find his guards out on the wings.
And you talk about slowing down Ja Morant. I think the Grizzlies are going into this looking to slow down the Houston Rockets, who play at the #1 pace in the entire league. How do they do that? Who leads the team right now in kind of pushing that pace and getting other teams' defenses in scramble situations?
Well, right now, the Rockets are still dealing with a little bit of the injury bug. Dennis Schroeder is still questionable for tonight's game. We're not sure if we're going to see him or if he's going to make his return tomorrow in Miami. But Jalen Green actually has started to kind of come onto the scene. He's had some ebbs and flows throughout the season, but over the last 15 games, he scored in double figures. He's averaging nearly 20 points in his last 6 games. So the game is starting to slow down for Jalen Green, and that's a good sign because a lot of fans were like a little surprised that it wasn't instantly clicking for him, but it was all about just having patience with this really like a kid who just turned 20 years old. The game is slowing down for him, so he's had a really good stretch. He had a career high 7 assists against Denver on Friday night. So Jalen Green is one of those players that's starting to come into his own. Battle of the #2 picks, I think, tonight in terms of wanting to show out. And then Christian Wood has been a kind of constant factor for the Rockets all season, another double-double in Denver. So he's someone that needs to have a good game. But the Rockets, like you said, they are #1 in pace in the NBA. The Grizzlies are up there as well. So we could see a really fast-paced game. But if the Rockets want to have any success, it starts with them getting the ball out in transition.
All right, that sounds good. You mentioned Christian Wood. Of course, okay, I feel like you come into this game and you're like, Jalen against Ja. That's like the obvious one. And then Christian Wood, who came into the Grizzlies home last time they played in December and had 22 points, 11 rebounds. He's the other one. It's like Christian Wood against one of the bigs, whether it be Steven Adams or Jaren Jackson Jr. or Brandon Clark or whoever comes off the bench there. Give me the third guy who, like, if you want to have a nice trifecta of players tonight, if the Grizzlies fans somehow forgot about the last 2 games against the Houston Rockets this season, who's the third guy that they need to watch out for?
The Rockets need to get Eric Gordon going. He is kind of their X factor this season. He has averaged over 18 points in wins and only about 11 points in losses. So if they can get Eric Gordon going from beyond the arc, he can be the difference maker. They have not won a game that he's missed. And when he scored over 18 points, they're 9-2. So if EG can get going, he can be an X factor for this team. And obviously he is the veteran leader. He's in his 14th season in the NBA. So he is someone that obviously understands the game. He has been their go-to guy down the stretch. So if the Rockets are going to come away with a victory or have any sort of chance, Eric Gordon needs to be involved in the offense.
All right. And I like the matchup of Eric Gordon versus Desmond Bane.
Oh my gosh, you got to watch out. Those could be two lethal hot shooters from beyond the arc. Either of them gets going and you're in trouble.
All right. This is another game day update. I feel like we have got you guys set. The tip-off is, only in a couple hours. So it's 6 p.m. Central Time. You can watch it if you're in Memphis on Bally Sports Southeast. And again, Cayleigh, we are all cheering you on. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much, Kelcey.